What is up, you guys, and welcome to the Upper 90 YouTube soccer channel where we talk about soccer, aka football. Today, I want to talk about the top four and how it might possibly finish the rest of this season. So, stick around, I think you're going to enjoy this. For those that don't know who I am, my name is Michael Forstner. I'm a huge soccer fan. Chelsea is my favorite team, but today I want to talk about the top four in the Premier League and how it's actually going to finish because I think we're going to have a lot of teams competing for the last two positions. Now, obviously, Manchester United and City, I think, are locked into 1 and 2. I think City are easily going to win the league this year, and I think Manchester United is going to be right behind them, finishing in second. They may drop a few points here and there, but I don't see them slipping past second place anymore this season. So that brings us to the last two spots for Champions League, and that is between the third and fourth position. Now, there are plenty of teams that can definitely fit the bill to end up in these positions. Now, earlier I had talked about how I thought West Ham was going to be one of those teams, but after today losing to Newcastle, that is a huge blow to this team because this really gets everything a lot closer for the last few matches that we have. Now, the teams that are still left that I think will finish in the top four, have a possibility of finishing the top four, are Leicester, West Ham, Chelsea, Liverpool, possibly Tottenham, and possibly Everton. Now, those last two are more iffy for the most part, but if things go right for those two teams, they definitely could push into the top four. But again, it may be more difficult for those last two teams. Now, I want to break down why I don't think Leicester or West Ham may not finish anymore in the top four because Leicester right now is sitting at the best with 56 points. But overall, they have to play United, they have to play Chelsea, and they have to play Tottenham. Those are three big games with only a few matches left that I don't think they will win. And if they don't win those games, I'm not sure how the rest of the matches are going to go. If they draw or even lose any more matches, I don't think they're going to have enough points to get into the top four. So therefore, I think Leicester is going to fall out of the top four like they did last season and probably finish in fifth place unless they can win those big matches again against Manchester United, against Chelsea, and against Tottenham. If they can't win those three, I don't see them finishing in the top four. Now, West Ham, again, with the big loss to Newcastle today, I think that's a huge blow. They do still have to play Chelsea and they have to play Everton. So again, if they can win those games, they can keep those two teams below them. But it's hard to say because Jesse Lingard has definitely elevated this team, which I didn't see happening. But with him being there, West Ham has been looking a lot better. So there's a possibility that they can still finish in the top four, but it's definitely going to be difficult for them as well. Now, the two teams I think are still going to finish in the top four are Chelsea and Liverpool. Now, the reason why I think Chelsea, even though I am a little bit biased, is that Chelsea has a lot of games against some of these teams that are right there. So again, they're going to be playing Leicester, they're going to be playing West Ham, and with those, I think they can definitely leapfrog these two teams and then hold that position for the most part because with Tuchel, the way they've been playing so phenomenal. They're not really letting too many goals, minus the West Brom game, which I think was a huge fluke. I think the red card really dictated that game. But overall, Chelsea have been looking solid each and every match. Now, their only issue that they may have or that may occur is that they do have still a lot of games going on. They have Champions League, so there may be a possibility of some injuries, which can really hurt this squad. But overall, I think Tuchel knows what he has to do for rotating his squad and getting the best out of each player. And I see them actually probably finishing in the top four, possibly third place, but I definitely see them in the top four. And the same with Liverpool is that a couple months ago, they looked absolutely terrible and people were writing them off, but they've actually won their last three games. And I think Jurgen Klopp is finally getting this team back to where it should be. And they do play a lot of teams as well that I think they have the easiest road right now going into the top four. I don't really see them losing too many more matches. They may lose one or draw one, but I think they're going to win the rest of the season out, which is why I think they're going to finish in the top four because right now, sitting at 52 points, and if they can pick up all the wins for the rest of the season, that's another 21 points that they're going to be picking up, finishing them at about 75 points, give or take, which I think is a fair amount for them to finish in the top four. Now, the last two teams, like I talked about, is Tottenham and Everton, which these two teams, I'm not sure why they shouldn't really even be talked about anymore, even though they've had so many opportunities to finish in the top four and really cement their place in this position. But Tottenham keeps drawing matches and losing matches. They're always in the lead and then somehow just fall off and start losing matches. And the other thing is Harry Kane came off with an injury in their last match, and that could be a huge blow for Tottenham because he's been their talisman. If he's not playing, I don't see Tottenham scoring too many goals and winning too many matches. Son can definitely carry the team a little bit, but I think he still needs Harry Kane. Bale, I'm not too sure what's going on with him anymore. He was playing fairly well about a month ago, but he's been dropped from the team again, hasn't been playing much. And then Everton, again, it's a team that should be winning more matches. I believe Ancelotti did a lot for this team to really bring them up to where they are. But since the beginning of the season, they were in talks about doing so well. They've definitely hit a plateau and not doing as well. Again, they are a team that have a lot of huge name players. Obviously, Ancelotti gets the best out of his players, but as of recently, I don't think they're going to be a team that can really keep pushing and striving to the top four. Probably finish in the top six, but at the same time, I could definitely see them kind of slowly drifting away as well. Over the summer, though, I definitely see them picking up a lot of signings to actually help Ancelotti make this team even better. But again, as of right now, I don't see them in the top four. So recapping of what I think will be in the top four, obviously Manchester City is number one. Manchester United is number two. I see Chelsea as a third and Liverpool as a fourth. But again, those two could flip-flop because Liverpool could win out the rest of their games and definitely be right there in the top two, top three positions. So I think these are pretty realistic. The only two teams that I definitely could see also being in the top is Leicester and West Ham. But Leicester, again, has a lot of matches where they can lose a lot of points. So I don't see them winning a lot of these matches and dropping a lot of points. So hope you guys enjoyed today's topic. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. Again, that goes a long way. I greatly appreciate that. So if you can just do that, it helps me out. It helps this YouTube channel because I do love talking about soccer, and I hope you guys enjoy this information. So stick around with more videos because, again, I want to talk more about the Premier League and obviously Chelsea, but definitely all soccer topics. So we'll see you next time.